card holder.
For your business cards.
So if you've got that person, everybody who has a desk, right, might want to think about what a great gift idea to have something like this. And again, it's hand carved, all from the septarian. And this one, you can kind of get the feel for it. Even has a little bit more of the nodule, which is what this is it's a metamorphosized silica clay. And then this was the material here. It was used is in the inside of the egg, so you're seeing the veining. And this was the material that was molten, right? It was igneous that came out. That's how it was formed. It was, at one time, it was molted minerals and elements. So it was from the igneous spewing out, and then over time, over millions of years, it was coated with this clay that it landed in, and they formed these eggs. It's really, really neat. It's really cool. I don't know if we have any pictures of this or not.
But you know what? We have all your specimens that are available on hsn.com. All you do is put J. King in the search engine, and voila, they're wonderful gifts. All our collectors out there can't get enough of these specimens, so I'm so thrilled to be able to bring them back.
And we're doing more and more of these, so that if you guys are liking it, and so far everybody's loving it, you can start your own specimen collection.
Yeah, it's been customer pick after customer pick, so certainly for good reason. Alrighty, when we get back from this short little break, we are going to talk about our very best value of the day. It is our big Tucson event with J. King, and Beekman is here throughout the next couple days. Here's more.
We use goat milk because we had it, and that's how our company started. But what we learned over the years is how beneficial goat milk is, not only for the skin, but for your body.
Goat milk adds moisture to your skin. It's really the most amazing ingredient.
People really do notice the hydration of their skin. The farm-to-skin difference, only with Beekman 1802.
We love our gemstones to be beautiful, colorful, and durable. That's why we give some of them a little more love. Enhancements may require special care and may not be permanent, while others may last a lifetime. For more information, visit hsn.com and search gemstone to see our gemstone enhancement chart.
She's doing great. Good.
Well, we are taking you behind the scenes to the most anticipated gem event in the world. That's the Tucson Gem Event. And Jay, you just came back.
I just came back
2 days ago.
They went right by it, but if you can see the table that we had there, we had the table.
Yes.
And I had like 6 materials or 7 materials laid out. The reason I had those laid on the table is those are rough materials that you wouldn't have found in Tucson.
Oh, no.
So the only way to have the rough is for me to bring it from my warehouse.
And that is a perfect introduction for what Jay has been working on for a long, long time, an exotic, rare, unique stone for our very best value of the day. Take a look. Be still, my heart, as everybody else has been saying the exact same thing. It is the connections that someone like J. King is able to have in the industry to make something like this happen as a today's special, as a one standalone item. So all handcrafted, 2 sizes, chrome diopside, cuff bracelet. We have a small, medium, and then we have your medium large available. $155.08. Don't even pay attention to any of these prices. I mean, even the appraisal on this, that's 3 outside appraisals. We go with really the least of the 3. But I don't even know where you could even begin to find something like this, to be able, that's why I said get it home and do it for yourself. If there's a jeweler or appraiser that you trust, please go and have this looked at. This is genuine chrome diopside that is beautifully faceted. It is the color matching of these stones and the intensity. It's why we say it's what every emerald in the world wishes it could truly look like. And that's why it's known as the Russian emerald, which Jay is going to explain more to you. Here's the thing. If you are just tuning in, We have been busy, busy, busy with FlexPay today. You are gonna get this cuff bracelet home in the next few days at under $35 with shipping and handling and everything else, and see for yourself. I mean, we open up that box and you see the faceting, the color of this chrome diopside, and then you hear the amazing story that Jay is gonna share with you. This is what a rare Tucson find from Jay King absolutely, truly sums this whole event up. Would you agree with me on that, Jay?
Yeah, and you have to look at Tucson. It's the world's largest gem and mineral show, the actual gathering of all people of my mindset, right? Which we're all rock hounds, miners from all over the world. Here again, would you see the Russian chrome diopside at the show? Absolutely, it takes over the whole town of Tucson. Would you see this at the show? Would you see this rough? Absolutely not. I didn't see any at all. The only way that we could photograph it at Tucson was for me to bring the rough. And this is the rough. This is why I bring it. This is what makes this so. These are the crystals, right? This is the crystalline material. Now, because these are specimens, most of it is like this size, right? You don't really get big pieces. The crystals, to get these sizes is very, very rare. To even be able to cut like a beaded necklace. The key thing with this is Siberian material. They only mine this basically 3 months out of the year. They mine it in July, August, and September. That's when the ground is not frozen, or it's still frozen, but it's not so frozen that they can't go with it. They find these in stopes. Now, you don't find chrome diopside worldwide. There's actually very few small deposits. Interesting enough, when I started this project, we have a brand new chrome diopside strike from Madagascar. We've been working on it for about 3 years. Lynn and I did a necklace in chrome diopside.
It was gone before we even blinked our eyes.
It was literally gone not in minutes, right? Everything we couldn't at that time. We even though we knew that we were getting more material mined, we didn't have it to do it. So when I originally designed this design, I did it in the Madagascar material. In the meantime, you have to understand, these are 2 years, a year out projects. That's how, when you see something here that's a Today Special, I won't bore you with all the details. They are truly special. I mean, it is just the selection process for it to even be nominated as a Today Special. And then it has to be unique, it has to be different, it has to be special. It's not just all about pricing, it's actually a whole myriad of things that go into making it a Today Special. They're not easy to actually be able to get and for us to actually show something. So that right there shows how rare, how much that they thought of this, how unique this was, how different it is. And when I started this project, I was gonna make it out of the Madagascar material. In the meantime, through just stone cold luck,
Story.
Just insane, the gentleman who brokers and gets our amber for us out of Ukraine, who's our main Russian connect, he's the one who hooked me up with this. This is a relative of his, a cousin, I believe, that actually had this material, who is one of the miners. He had this grade of material. He had the quantity that we needed, but more than anything, we finally settled, and he gave me a price where I could do this. Just to be honest with you, as a manufacturer, for this quality of this material from Siberia, if I bought these cabochons pre-cut, and I'm talking at a manufacturer's cost, not what you would have to pay, but what they sell to the trade for, and not just wholesale, but at manufacturer's cost. There's 10 of these large cabochons, and they're fasted. That would just, my cost would be over $300. You know, it'd be anywhere from $250 to $300 would have been my cost for these stones.
Not for the silver.
Not for the silver.
For the craftsmanship.
Not for anything. If I could buy them, when you see this material in Tucson, You see it this year. You can go and you'll see it in gold. We'll see some in silver. It might not even be this grade. The gold grade is this grade. The silver grades are usually some of the lower grades. But these are all cut from the natural rough. This is a miracle that we're able to do this.
I'm still trying to wrap my mind around
You just
this.
don't see it. You know, I've had several people here in the hallways, and they're all GIA grads.
That just happened. I told you today
and
with
Allison. I had 2 people last night, technically, but it was actually Thursday, right? And then today, Friday, I've had somebody approach me, and these are all GIA grads. And they're going, are you kidding me? And they want to know the story. And they said, that's incredible. How's that possible? That's incredible.
Jay, we've done chrome dioxide during our very limited exotic gem shows.
Right,
okay?
it is an
Normally,
exotic gem.
It's an exotic gem. We could take one of these stones and offer it as a ring at $150 some, and we wouldn't even blink an eye.
And that would be a fair price.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, to be able to get this quality, and that's why I brought the rough, to be able to get this quality, this grade of this Russian material is just unbelievable. I mean, I don't even know why he sold it to us for the price he sold it to us. I have no clue.
I'm so glad
why.
you did.
I think, to be honest with you, just kind of like to share a little bit. Even though you're a minor, a lot of times you don't have the marketing connections. And I don't believe that he had the marketing connections. I was stupefied. And when they showed me this originally,
you had to be.
Okay, well, I saw it through his relative, right, is how I first saw it. There's always the bait and switch. When they're going to show you something, what do they do?
What's the deal here?
Right, no, they always show you the best, right? So when you look at that's why you never buy on samples, right? Because they show you the best. They don't show you the worst if they're smart at all. They always show you the best. When I first saw the original sample, I thought, yeah, right. And of course, I wouldn't do the deal until we saw all the rough. We sorted this, I went through it. And I have to tell you, I was just like the whole time, and you don't want to show any emotion like happiness, okay? Because you have to really play it like, well,
they know they got you at that point.
It's okay. Yeah. Okay, I guess I could buy it type thing. If you show anything where you're excited, your price just went up.
Yeah.
But I don't think they were really knowledgeable about the market. If so, they didn't really have the connects. But for them to have the volume that he had, and this is a real deal. Now, this, of course, I just don't say this. Of course, I knew it was chrome dioxide, or I was fairly certain the field test, but this is all GIA certified, okay? It has to be, if you see it here on air with us, it's GIA certified.
Absolutely.
Okay, it has to be. They require it, and we require it.
And
is this wild or
I know
what?
on Facebook we had a few questions about the actual size. These are 10 by 8 millimeter
10 by 8.
chrome dioxide.
Okay, and there's 10 of them. 10 of them.
So you could make an entire, you could have earrings, you could have a ring, you could make your own custom
But normally,
pendant or bracelet.
the key thing, it almost looks too good to be true.
I know.
It really does.
It is,
But
actually.
it is true, okay? But this is one of these things, again, this is my passion, this is my joy, to be able to bring things like this to you. And here again, I was gonna bring the Madagascar material, and it would have been the same price. I was so excited about having that. I was doing what I call my dance of joy when I actually found that material.
But not in front of him.
No, well, actually with them, because we're friends.
Oh, okay.
They do the dance of joy, and when I do the dance of joy with them, my price doesn't go up. We become friends over the years,
that is
right?
So funny.
But this guy that I bought this from, if I would have done the dance of joy, I wouldn't have got it at this price.
It makes sense. Well, you're getting it at this price, and that is today's special price, which we are so thrilled. Again, we can honor that value up until midnight or sell out, and these will definitely sell out. There's no doubt about it. 695-631. Okay, so remember I said 25 brand new and unique rare finds coming up in our segment this morning. Well, we're going to talk Kingman turquoise. And Jay has brought to us, first off, how perfect. Our #1 silhouette is the heart shape. For Valentine's Day, Kingman turquoise drop earrings for $89.98. Unreal. And the beautiful matching heart-shaped pendant necklace, that's $99.98. 6 flex payments on both. That is that gorgeous, that blue color. That's what Kingman's all about. So that's the one and only mine you were talking about that's still alive and rolling in the United States.
Yeah, here's the thing. Marty, who owns the mine, right? He was the best man at my wedding. He actually introduced me, him and his lovely wife, Koylin, they introduced me to Sheila, my wife. She's British, but she was living in Kingman at the time. So I always tell him, thank you for giving my lovely wife, but I will always hold it against him also. Because I was footloose and fancy free, right? That being said, we're friends. We go way back. We've known each other for over 30 years.
That's an opportunity buy right there. Right. I'll tell you that
now,
for sure.
This material, this material that you're looking at was purchased well over probably now 6 or 7 years ago.
Wow. Okay, 080068. We'll tell you more about that in just a moment. But right now we have, again, a new Mine Find Tucson Gem event. This is what we look forward to. This is the magnetite pyrite beaded station necklace that was previewed on hsn.com. You know, it's funny because many people knew that you were going to be here for this visit. So many of these brand new mine finds went up just earlier this week. And this was one of the most popular of the brand new mine finds that you brought to us. So it's getting limited, as are the matching earrings. The earrings are $59.98 because our collectors wait for these opportunity specials. So tell us about this unique mine find,
Okay,
Jamie.
this is a mining friend of mine. In fact, you saw photos of him, and his name is Bruce. And Bruce, to be honest, okay, you know, and I didn't start this, guys, right? But sometimes they call me the Indiana Jones rock thing. I didn't.
You are.
No. Okay, wait a minute. But
you're HSN's personal Indiana Jones.
I get more grief from those people that are mining that I didn't start that. Although I had the hat way before the movie ever came out. Okay. That being said, the reason I'm telling you that is this: is Bruce really is. You know, he could be the Indiana Jones. I mean, this guy is amazing. I mean, this guy literally, will hang upside down on a rope in a cave, mine upside down with a hand pick, collecting it in a bag type thing. He just does crazy, crazy stuff. This is one of his. Comes from the USA. He goes all over the world. Literally, kind of does what I do, but he doesn't make any jewelry. He just specializes in the rough. This comes from America. It comes from New Mexico, is actually where this was mined. And this is magnetite with pyrite. And if you could feel this.
So cool.
I can't
wait.
This is a brand new mine find. We got this from Bruce last year at the Tucson Gem Show. And how this all started is he's also a custom cutter. He specializes in custom cut cabochon, one-of-a-kind custom cut cabochons. He's a rough dealer, but he kind of does that as his hobby. That's his hobby. So when other people are out golfing, or other people, he has his horses, he ropes a lot, and he cuts cabs. That's his hobby.
That?
And so he had some cabochons on this about 2 years ago. We asked him, Bruce, is there any way you can get more of that material? He says it's a very small deposit. He went and mined this for us, okay? So we got this material.
So handpicked, naturally.
We bought it last year, and now you're getting to see it. So this was the rough was purchased in February of 2019 so that you could see this in 2020. This is absolutely fabulous. If you like to collect very unique and unusual materials, and again, these are all individually hand done. Feel the weight on this. I just want you to feel the weight.
Oh, wow. That's like a pool ball,
Right, it's because it's the pyrite.
Billiard
pinball,
ball.
yeah.
Billiard ball. It's early for me.
It's early for everyone. You know, speaking of that, I don't know. I can't ever remember us being on it
this early
in the morning.
No.
So everybody is watching. Thank you very much for getting up with Len and I. Because maybe you live on the West Coast, it's even earlier.
Oh my goodness, you're right.
East Coast, it was earlier enough. When my alarm went off this morning, I said, no, it can't be true.
Well, you just got to bed like a couple of hours before.
I got 3 hours of sleep
Well,
last
because when you launched the Today's Special, you don't leave until after 2 in the morning, and then this was an early show to come
This is
back
very,
for, so
very
we thank
early.
you for that, Jay. This necklace, very limited. That's obviously because this was hand selected by you for him to do.
Right.
We couldn't bring in thousands.
Well, what he does, and Bruce is very good about this, we don't buy mine run on anything. In fact, I don't buy mine run from anyone anymore. I just, I pay more and I get what we call select. That means that it has been gone through and they've only selected the finest of the finest material. So that's what you're looking at here. Even people, when they do what we call select, do you know that we go back in and regrade it? And sometimes their select is not my idea of select.
Well,
so, but I guarantee you, Bruce's idea of select material is select. These are phenomenal, a very unique, really, really intrinsic, very interesting rough
One
material.
of a kind, to say
Something
the
you
least.
just don't see.
No
you
way,
just don't
no
see
way.
it out there.
Okay, 080-696. We'll keep you updated on availability there. Jay, I am so excited to talk about, yes, another brand new mine find. And it happens to be turquoise, some of the most premium, high, gorgeous blue I've ever seen. You know, it's funny, we're live on Facebook, and somebody had just said a moment ago, Jay, would you ever consider doing the bracelet that you wear all the time? I'm gonna tell you something, this is about as close to that look that you're gonna find, and it's not gonna be any better quality than what, I can't wait to, Jay told me just a little touch. He goes, Lynn, I want you to be amazed on air about these mine finds, and especially when it comes to turquoise, because I was over the moon on this color. I've been waiting and waiting for this high blue color to come back. It's here, and I'll tell you what, that ring, we have it's $74.98. We have sizes 5 through 12. I would recommend going up one size because you can see it's a nice wide shank on
They're
here.
made true to size,
Yeah.
but go up one size on it, just because of how they're made. They're all custom made. If you look at the amount of silver in this.
Oh my goodness! And the bracelet is 7 inches, and that will comfortably fit up to about a 7 1/4 or 7 1/2 inch wrist.
I can wear this bracelet, just so you know, and I have over a 10.
And that bracelet appraised at over $300. It's $184.98, and this is where the 6 flex payments over the next 6 months be $30 and change to get that at home. It goes back beautifully to some of the other, pieces, the Kingman, that high blue color. But tell us about royal turquoise, Jay.
Okay, well, this is what we call royal blue. Okay, this material, it comes from Chile. It's a brand new. If you can see what makes this so valuable and so unique, this has a little bit of matrix in some of the cabochons. Most of this doesn't have, it has 0 matrix. Now, every one of them, because they're made from the natural rough, every one is going to be uniquely different in its own right. What makes this material so unique, though, do you see kind of the white clouds that are in some of these caps?
Yes.
Not all of them, but in some of them. That when you have that cloudy material, that is actually where water vaporized. They call it watermark. When you go and see when you meet with people that are high-end designers, I'm talking that a ring will cost you 10 grand, right? That the designers that I grew up with in Sedona, Scottsdale, Santa Fe, Taos, the people that specialize in one-of-a-kind looks. They only use the finest of the finest materials. This is what they go after. They go after this watermark material. And this is called royal blue. It's brand new. It comes from, I don't have an exclusive on the mine. I don't know anybody else that can get the material. It comes from Chile. I won't tell you exactly where in Chile because there's a process going on right now. I think they're trying to file a claim on it. Really? And it's in an area, very little of this material comes out. As far as I know, all of the good material, this is a better example of what you're gonna see. You see, this is why they call it royal blue. And this is the natural color of this material. This is the color that
so
people are going gaga for. I have people right now, and there's a perfect example. Tucson Gem and Mineral Show. Largest show of its type in the entire world. very little turquoise there.
And
when you
so
see
I
it,
remember,
you see the rough.
last year you saying that it was the craziest thing, and then it was most
Okay,
sought after.
okay, that's the rough. You know the reason that you're seeing that right there? That's in Tucson. We just filmed it. You know why you're getting to see that right now? I brought it. I brought it with. Okay, I actually brought that rough material because they wanted to film the rough.
Highlight.
Okay, they wanted to film the rough that we were going to be presenting, right? And they said, we'd like to go to where you got this, and we want to, and we'd like to, to film the minor. I said, well, that might be a problem because we'd have to go to Chile. So this material never saw the light of the day in Tucson, right? Sure. All that rough that you just saw right there is rough material that I brought.
Are people still piling up like crazy looking for this kind of high blue and turquoise?
Tell you something, it is the most insane thing. You have people now, it's a commodity. And they're investing. You have mainly international investors that are actually buying the real high grade turquoises, buying the high blues. This is what, but they're not in the jewelry business. They're not in the industry. They're literally buying it as a commodity. Wow. And like they're not. It's just like the same as like you're not a farmer, but you buy wheat, right? And you hold it, knowing that wheat is going to be in demand and it's going to go up. It's going to be a sellable commodity.
Isn't that who would ever think that would you ever have guessed?
You know, with turquoise, I've been around it my entire life. Yeah. Okay, it was the very first rough material I ever worked with.
I have fewer than 50 of these cups. These are brand new today, brand new, mine fine, out of Chile. Actually, the ring is also going to be gone 5 through 12. We recommend you go up. I normally wear a 6. I normally wear a 5. I'm wearing the size 6, and it fits perfectly. So 080701 is the item number. Okay, Jay King, this red coral necklace is going to be coming up. And again, this is another thing everybody is seeking out at the big Tucson show, and leave it to Jay to bring it to us, because we have not only the most magnificent, look at the size of this necklace, the individual beads, it's only $109.98, and the matching stud earrings, the button earrings, are $69.98. Both have been priced for our big Tucson Gem event, 080083. Okay, so wanted to give you a sneak peek there. And right now we're gonna continue talking about where it all began for Jay Cake. And of course, that is in turquoise, and bringing it back to your roots. This is Kingman here out of Arizona.
Okay, the Kingman mine, again, is very dear to my heart. This was one of the original, when I first started my business, I started when I was, I'm 63, I'll be 64 this year. So I started my business when I was 20. So I've been doing this 43 years. And I say when I've been doing it 43 years, I've been doing it professionally 43 years. That's when you start actually paying tax, right?
Yes.
So I've been doing this a long, long time. This, of the 27 mines, now there were more than 27 mines in the United States, okay? Let me clarify that. In the 70s, when I was doing this, in the early 70s, there were 27 U.S. mines that I bought from. I never even went out of the country. I just bought from that. Of that, this is the only mine that's still operational. This material, let me just tell you, I met with them when I was at the show. This material was purchased at least 6 years ago, if not longer. This comes from my private stash. If you tried to buy this material today, and Marty was at the show, right? And if you go, if you're in Tucson right now, swing by.
Yeah.
Go look at it. Take my word for it. See what the rough costs. And it's huge. And the reason is they're getting this kind of material. They're getting this grade of material. But the price has gone way, way up, right? This is actually some of this. This was filmed back then. That's Marty. This is in Kingman. That's, and this was out of the Blue Basin deposit. Now, this was a huge amount of material that they got out of that one stope, out of that one run that they did.
But they're not showing anything like this right now.
They're getting the material. Again, they're not getting a lot of the material. It's not like they're getting, like this, you know, if you notice it, they're, you know, we'll show, okay, this is the mine.
This is how they get the material.
Okay, you can see right there. Do you see the seams? Do you see that seam that's in there? That's how they mine this. Wow. So they'll break it down. They'll break it down with a track hoe. And then they go in there. They can't blast or anything. If you blast, you'll shatter the rough. Do you see the veins here? You see how they're doing that?
Yeah.
Okay, so what they'll do is they'll knock away the hard surface. Then you can see the vein. After they find the vein, they stop that machine. Okay, they don't want to crack it. It's all brought in, and then here runs down the conveyor belt when they bring it in, and then they sort out the turquoise. That's what the turquoise looks like.
So they got to hand.
You got to hand pick it. You have to know what you're doing. You hand pick it. It's a whole process. And because of the rarity and that, the price has gone up. Now, I'm not taking anything away from that. It's just that there's a certain plateau of where I can make my jewelry affordable for you.
Well, this is a great example of that, Jay. These earrings,
okay.
Are you kidding, at $89.98?
Look, guys, to be quite frank, really honestly with you, this material, if I took it to the Tucson show and just sold the rough material that I have in stock in my warehouse, I could sell the rough material for way more on today's market than what we even have the finished piece here.
This color? Are you kidding?
So you're saying, well, why would you do that? Well, then I wouldn't have it for the show, okay? It's not really about the money. It's about providing things that are unique and different so that you guys will come back. You will keep collecting. You'll know, and that's the case even with the chrome diopside. Do you know that finding that rough material for that price, and I got it for a crazy, crazy deal, right? I could flip that and make way more money than I could make in actually putting in the product. But then I wouldn't have something new and different for the show, and I wouldn't be able to offer you the deal, the special that I'm giving you. Well, and that means a lot to us.
Well, and this is a great example of that. These are going to sell out. There's not a doubt in our mind. But to that point, Jay, what you were just saying, out of everything, and we have so many brand new pieces. This is the only Kingman brand new that we have here. And for Valentine's, we said this is going to be perfect.
I did it. Okay, I did it for Valentine's Day. I did it for February. I did it for the Tucson Gem Show. Right. It's not like I have oodles and boodles of this material. I had it. This is from my private collection. So this is my private collection, and this is one of the materials. Again, this material was purchased at least 6 years ago, 7 years ago, might even be older than that. This is from the original Blue Basin Strike, and I'm a pilot. I fly my own plane. I have pictures from the air of the Blue Basin, and that's not even there anymore. They've moved to the other side of the mountain. So that doesn't even exist anymore. As far as I know, they're not getting any of this material. They've already backfilled, and it would probably be another 2 or 3 decades before they ever got back to that area, and they would take off that overburden and then start lower and lower. They have to level it out to work it because they can't have things overhanging, right? So you can't just keep mining down here, right? Yeah. You have to move sideways, and you bring it down layer and layer and layer. Otherwise, if you're working down here and you're working the vein, pretty soon that mountain's going to come down on you. And so, of course, they wouldn't do that, but also it wouldn't be allowed, right, for them to do that. And that's why you don't, even though they know that turquoise is probably there and it was going down, 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 it'll be a long time before they ever get back, and if they even get back into this area.
So crazy when you see the behind the scenes, and you really can appreciate exactly what Jay is talking about.
I think the fun part is when you actually take people and you show them what they do for a living and the difficulty in mining and all the things that are involved in it. I tell you what, it gives me a true respect of what they go through. It makes it hard to barter sometimes on price, because I know how hard it is for them, but I feel it's my duty.
Yeah. Well, we thank you for that. By the way, you'll notice that necklace is a little bit longer. It's 20 inches in length with a 2 3/4 inch extender. I'm sorry, Pat, my producer was telling me earrings. Oh my goodness, I have 250 pair left. $89.98, they are going quickly. Look at that high blue color, how they pop on Sue with the dark hair in the back and then with the light little sweater that she's wearing. That is gorgeous. And they're fancy cut.
Right, now this is Blue Basin, okay? And it is one of the materials that Marty might have some of this material. I didn't see it at the show. So if he does, I didn't see it.
Okay, well, we have something also brand new, and this is called Ithaca Peak Turquoise.
And this comes out of the same, this was Ithaca Peak. This is what I call antique turquoise. This comes out of the Kingman mine. Again, the only reason you're seeing it out of my personal private stash, this turquoise could be 20 years old. This
Are you
rough.
kidding?
It could be that old.
Wow.
It's at least over 15 years. This is something actually that I bought forever and ever again ago. We found one bucket of it, and it was marked on there Ithaca Peak. And what we did, we cut for yield. And I've got a few other things that are going to complement back to this.
Cool.
I gave it to one of my designers, but this rough stock is here again. This is highly collectible. I don't even know if they have any more Ithaca Peak. I think I think that whole deposit's gone now in the Kingman. They call it. It's a Kingman mine, but it's the Mineral Park deposit. Mineral Park.
So that's just a specific area in the mine that they found
the copper deposit. Yeah.
I got it. Okay.
So Ithaca Peak was a location within Mineral Park mine that they had this turquoise, and that's all mined out. As far as I know, Ithaca Peak's not even there anymore.
It's very, very close to that Sleeping Beauty.
It's almost the same story as Sleeping Beauty. And you know, Sleeping Beauty was one of the last bastions of the American mines. It was down to the Globe mine in Sleeping Beauty and the Kingman deposit. Those were the last two mines that I originally had purchased from in the 70s that were still mining and still, you know, actually still producing. And Sleeping Beauty, it's been about 5 years ago now that totally closed down. You can't even get it. And that's what started the prices rocket shipping
there you go.
up. Any American turquoise right now, pretty much any American turquoise, let me qualify it, this color is, the value is skyrocketing.
Oh, can you imagine this as a finished piece handcrafted at the show right now? To get this color, and the rarity of it, you wouldn't be able to find it because we don't have any more of the Ithaca Peak, correct?
No, you can't. The only way to get this material
is right here.
Well, the way to get this material is it has to be from private collections of when it actually existed, when they were still getting this material.
You provide.
Right. Well,
that's where it's coming from,
and
right?
this just came from what we had in stock. It's all from our private stock.
All right. This will fit comfortably up for a 6 to 7 inch wrist. It's a special event priced at $239.98.
Massive amount of silver.
It's a lot of silver. It is one of the coolest. I love this design work on it too. It's a $400 appraisal. I'm not even going to worry about what this price would be normally because these are going to sell out at the special event price, and the 6 flex pay is basically $40. We're going to ship this directly out to you. This whole ensemble on Sue, between the earrings, the necklace, the ring, and the bracelet, this is as close to that, what we call robin's egg blue, that high blue color that you're going to see throughout this event.
The key thing here is this is a highly collectible. This is an American turquoise. Again, in the case of this cuff, I don't even think the mine has any of this material. Although I don't want to say that because, you know, then he'll call me up and make me wrong, and he'll have you know, a bucket stash somewhere. Okay. He does that to me quite often, and just to irritate me. But I will tell you on this, okay, even if you could get it, even if they were going to sell it to you, they wouldn't sell it to you at this price. I'm not jacking the price up, and this is one of these cases. I could take this material. I could have taken this material to Tucson. I could sell the rough material for way more than the finished product. But we don't, then I wouldn't have it in the collection. And that's the beauty of this. I kept the same price, right? I based my price, honestly, I based my price on what we originally paid for this material. I didn't base it on what you would have to pay for it in today's market. I don't work like that. I know I got it at a fair value. I pass that fair value on to you. Now, that being said, I'm not saying the turquoise isn't worth what they're getting now for it. Of course it is. People are buying it, okay, and it is become a traded commodity. But for me, at the prices that you have to pay for this material right now, it wouldn't be a value in my mind to my viewers. And so that's why I searched the world over to be able to find materials that are this quality, that are new, brand new mines or areas that we can get something that's unique and different and still be competitive.
And we often say when you get this at home, write this down. I mean, write down Ithaca Peak, you know, or just some of the, so you know, basically. And Jay, you were mentioning the weight.
You think about this.
Give me a guesstimate. That's a
well,
lot
even
of
you look at
precious
this.
metal.
Okay, if you look at the thickness in this, and again, this is all sterling silver sheet material. When I say sheet material, this is actually custom made. Think about the rough material, the rough stock, not just the turquoise. Even the silver on this is custom made in a foundry to our specifications. Now, they don't make the cuff, they just make the sheet material. You can't even get this anywhere else in the world. It has to be custom made for you.
They're gonna
the raw materials.
This is almost gone. I know, we're super, super busy. Congratulations. I'll let you know when it's completely sold out. 695-953. Okay, speaking of almost sold out, the royal blue turquoise ring I have been wearing. Now, we had a matching bracelet that did completely sell out. So if you had your heart set on that bracelet, think about the bracelet we just had a minute ago, because it will go back beautifully.
I'll reiterate. I don't know if anybody else even has this material. I'm trying to work a deal with them where I can get an exclusive.
Beautiful.
We haven't been able to do that, and I think one of the things is they don't have the claim yet. So what has been obtained is kind of like really, right now they're very secret. I know it's coming out of Chile, and I know the geographic area, and I know the village that's in that area. I'm not gonna say. But this is beautiful. You can see it has a watermark in it. It's just an amazing, amazing, that's all the natural color. There's nothing that's been done to that to change that color. That is the natural rough, and I showed you the natural rough. You're allergic to it.
I tried so hard to hold it in, but I couldn't. Sorry about that.
You know, it could actually be me.
Goodness, no,
it could be
never.
Coming from Tucson, because that's one of the things. In Tucson, when the wind blows, okay, I mean, when it blows, and the dust and the pollen. The whole time I was there, I was
these
dying.
are allergies
I
right
was
now.
dying.
Yeah. Okay, so last call on the brand new royal blue. Congratulations, turquoise. But now we're going to talk about red coral. Oh boy, brand new. I had to put this on, Jay, because this is my all-time favorite color of the coral, that intense red, and that's what this is. The bead size is so impressive. The beautiful faceting, the fact that we have an ensemble or a suite, which we don't always have, so we have the full necklace at a special preview price of $109.98, and the button earrings for $69.98. And going back, you know, Jay, close to 25 years ago, Jay's gonna be celebrating his 25th anniversary coming up this October here at HSN, and I've been very honored and blessed to learn so much about this industry.
Think about that, 25
working all those years.
25 years.
But you know, when you first started, I say that because, you know, it's always obviously turquoise and lapis and, you know, beautiful opals, and coral has really been the focus, wouldn't you say?
Okay, when we started out 25 years ago, for about the first 5 years, here's the way it worked. Turquoise is number one, always will be number one. That's what we're known for. And I go all over the world for turquoise. Our second, believe it or not, was coral. Coral was our second go-to material, rough material. This is the orange rough. This was shot almost 10 years ago, guys. You don't even see that in Tucson anymore.
Really?
Okay, our second was coral, our third was opal. Now, it's turquoise number one, opal number two, rough. Coral's probably number 12, 14, 15, 16, whatever. And it's not that people don't enjoy coral. It's not that you know, that I still don't want to put coral in our designs. It's become that limited, that rare. I only work from the rough. All you will see,
like we were
predominantly in Tucson, if you're there now and you're out looking around, you're not going to find the rough. That being said, I will qualify that statement. I'm not going to tell you where he's at, but I just made the ultimate Italian connection.
Oh, really?
Of somebody, and right now it's looking pretty good. We're still in the negotiating phase of where I'm going to be able to bring you genuine Mediterranean red coral, which is very, very expensive. They dive over 200 feet down to be able to obtain this material. Everything's protected under the CITES program. Everything is legally harvested. Everything is ecologically harvested when they did it. Same thing with this. What's happening in the coral industry, and for good reason, they control it of where it can be harvested and where it can't be harvested. I know where there's, for instance, blue coral. I know where there's a fabulous amount of blue coral. It's absolutely stunning, beautiful. Couldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole because there's no CITES certificate with it. I don't know. They say it was legally harvested, but if it was legally harvested, they would have to have a CITES permit to be able to do that.
Gotcha.
And it doesn't have one with it, so
you can't do it.
That's it. Yeah, even though it's there, I'm just telling you, you don't wake up one morning. In fact, the young gentleman that I met that were trying to work the Mediterranean coral deal, he's I think like 6th generation.
No kidding.
Something like that. So he's grandfathered in. It's not something, if you want to get in the coral business, it's not something you just wake up one morning and say, you know what? I'm tired of becoming a computer administrator or whatever you do. I'm going to get in the coral business. Chances of that happening and you actually succeeding are zero, literally zero. You have to almost be grandfathered into it. In fact, I don't know anybody that I know that they're not at least 3rd, 4th, or 5th generation because you can't get the permits. You're not able to do it.
Isn't that amazing when you think about, again, going back what we used to be able to provide?
Well, if you think about it, and I was talking, interesting enough, I was talking to the young gentleman that we're trying to work the Mediterranean coral deal with. And here again, is actually being able to get a good enough deal that I could actually bring something that's a great deal to you. That's the whole thing, not just finding it, but it's working the right deal and in the right volume that I can actually make a project and make it for you. And I told him, I said, funny enough, when I told him, we used to have black coral. We used to have gold. Yeah. I started naming everything. He goes, oh my gosh. He goes,
yellow? Didn't we have yellow?
Oh, we had yellow. We had blue. We had yellow. We had what they call angel skin. And I'm talking the natural corals, not things that they've done color treating and things, which is what they actually have to do enhancement to be able to get the colors of it. When you were able to get that, that's just not available. And you will see zero of that rough material. You will see zero of this rough material in Tucson.
You're going to see almost zero of these earrings left because I have fewer than 100. Same thing on the matching necklace. And this is some of the largest beads that I've seen in coral, faceted coral, in a long time. I think I have about 16 millimeters.
They're massive. I wanted to do it. But here's the key thing with this. This coral is hard enough that it will take a facet. Not every coral, just so everybody knows, is dense enough. This is actually, so people, there's kind of a misconception of how coral is formed. A lot of people think it's a plant. It's actually, like it grows. It doesn't. It's actually formed by these little teeny microscopic animals that are called polyps. And if you look under a microscope at them, they look like little starfish. And what they do is that they're sea creatures. You only find coral in salt water. They they have these little tentacles, and what they do is they gather from their environment, the salt water, the saline solution, all the different minerals and everything. That's what they eat. That's how they thrive. So as they're ingesting that with their tentacles and it's bringing it in and they're ingesting it into their system and they're growing, they're expelling the calcium carbonate. And that is a waste product for them. And they build their home out of that. So they attach to something and then they build, that's like when you're buying coral, I don't know if this is the best way to describe it, but you're buying somebody's ex-condo. Right?
I always love when you describe it like in reality, that's true.
Yeah, but it's not a lot of people have the misconception that it's actually something because it looks tree-like and it grows. Well, it's all different forms. There's all different forms of coral. But most people are familiar with branch coral, where it looks like a tree.
Yeah.
People think that it's some form of plant. It's not. It's actually formed by microscopic polyps.
Amazing. 080083, brand new on the day today. One of the largest of the coral beads in a necklace that we've seen in a long, long time. Very, very, very popular. You know what's so much fun, J. King? We have yet another brand new fabulous mine find that we're so excited to share. And it happens, I even like all the way down to the name. I love the fact that this is called Sea Flower Stone. Sea Flower Stone. I can't wait to hear the story. Again, collectors out there who have been following J. King here at HSN, wait for these opportunities. And we have this available in the necklace. We also have the matching, it's a necklace and the matching pendant, and these fabulous, big, bold, amazing, fancy cut, gorgeous earrings. The color of this is this is the color, by the way, 2020, so we're so excited about today's special, which is chrome diopside. Everything is about those wonderful greens. So this is a whole different look and a whole different feel. It's $164.98 for the necklace and the pendant with our 6 monthly flex payments, and the matching earrings are preview priced at $89.98. And that's also available with 6 monthly flex payments. Okay, starting with the name here, there's gotta be a wonderful story behind Sea Flower Stone.
Okay, here's the deal. I can't tell you how often that it is up to Mawa to name something, right? Because we'll ask the person, the miner, or in this case, the person who collected this, well, what is it? They have no clue. Okay, in this case, they had no clue, but they did call it sea flower. Okay, so I went with that.
Oh, okay, cool.
And the reason I went with that, when you cut this natural material, these are all the natural colors. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And they actually have little flowers that were formed in this.
No kidding. Yeah.
This is a metamorphic process. I would say this material, I haven't had it dated, but just knowing at the time that this was probably formed in the region that we got this in, I would say this was probably created anywhere from 30 to 50 million years ago.
Really?
Is when it was actually formed.
Like an amber kind of?
Yeah, kind of in that same period and stuff. And it actually comes, I've never really seen this material before. Like I said, they named it, they called it sea flower. And they called it sea flower because originally this was a sedimentary deposit that became metamorphosized over millions and millions of years. But when you cut the rough, you can see all the little flowers in there? You have these beautiful, and that's why they call it sea flower, because it was, at one time, this was in an area, now it's a desert. But at the time, back 30 or 50 million years ago, before the polar ice caps were formed, right? And able to these areas to be exposed, because the ice is frozen. This was actually an inlet sea. And so that's what allowed this to be formed. It's very unique, very different. I don't know of anybody else that really has it. This is a Tucson gem find. I found it, I believe I found it, I saw the first sample of it 2018.
Okay.
And in 2019, we did the deal in 2018. They mined it, brought it to the Tucson Gem Fair in 2019. We purchased it, we sent it to our cutting shop. I did the designs. And so here now, you're seeing it.
Like 2 years later.
Yeah, 2 years later, you're actually getting to see the product, which I find is amazing. I mean, it's just totally, totally amazing.
And again, collectors, designers, they go to the Tucson show that's going on right now. It's the largest gemstone show in the world to find opportunity, unique specials just like this one. And that was, again, 2 years in the making, and Jay's amazing team. Remember, he has fabulous designers. He does many designs on his own. He has an amazing team that's been with him for years and years that are hand-selecting, handcrafting every single one of these pieces. So if you're just tuning in and saying, you know what, I'm treating myself to a beautiful piece of one-of-a-kind jewelry today, it doesn't get any more magnificent and one-of-a-kind than these opportunity buys like this.
You know what? Here's the thing, and this is what, not to not to beat my own drum, to speak, but what's really exciting, and the reason that I've been doing this for over 40 years, and I think the success of our show over a 25-year period, is the fact that we do this kind of thing. These are really, truly, that's why the show's called Mind Finds for a reason, right? We go out and we find new and different materials. And we find new and different, that's the biggest challenge, to be honest with you, is to find things that normally people probably wouldn't mind. Probably most designers wouldn't even consider something like this to put in their designs. We're very open to what we do. And I think this is lovely, it's beautiful. Now, that being said, these are very, very limited,
But,
all right?
Thank you, I was gonna say.
It's not like
really
you can go,
limited.
you're not even gonna go, okay, world's largest gem and mineral show in the world. And I guarantee you, you'd be hard pressed to go anywhere in that show today, anywhere of the numerous locations that the show is present, and find this in a finished product.
Oh, there you go. We're hearing it from Jay himself, right? And
By the way, if you want to go to Tucson Gem Show, you probably got about another week.
Okay.
So everybody hop on the plane and vamonos out to Tucson, Arizona.
I want to go.
Make sure that you book your hotel room, and you might want to check on a rent-a-car because they're slim pickings.
Yeah, that's what I heard. You have to really almost book out a year in advance.
You know, it's better than it used to be. It's better. But now what we're seeing with the Tucson Gem Show, you know, the last few years and stuff, it had kind of slowed down, but this year was crazy. If you didn't make your hotel reservation way in advance, you didn't get a room.
You were sleeping in your camper. Probably couldn't even get room there either.
A lot of people do sleep in their campers, believe it or not.
And they even sell out of their campers,
No, they actually sell out of their campers.
Cool. Okay, so
their
Jay,
motorhomes.
we have a big surprise right here.
All right.
I don't even know if Jay knows this, but every once in a while we do like
I'm the
crazy,
last to know. First
silly,
to go, last to know.
unheard of special. So the necklace that I'm wearing, okay, now
Wow.
Jay just did a little sneak peek.
Whoa.
Okay, yeah, this is turquoise and sunstone. It is the most beautiful combination. We offered it at $121. I can promise you never, ever again. Definitely need to be quick to the phones. Absolute best sale price we have, not even sale price, just any value we have ever done this for, at under $50 and 5 monthly flex payments on top of that. So let's have some fun. How about $9? Not even, $8 and change will be your first monthly payment. And again, interest-free, just pay it off.
When you read the reviews on this, the fact is, it's not that it didn't sell. It's that we have so few left.
That's it. Well, they're all going to go in a minute.
They have to, you know, when it gets down to a certain thing, they can't give it a full airing, right? Full airtime. They have to have a certain amount of quantity, certain dollars per minute. So they do something like this. Okay, now I'm telling you right now, I just saw this price. This is the first time I've seen the price. I'm the manufacturer. I'm the guy. I'm the man that's got it growing from the ground guy, okay? I'm the one that actually works from the rough material. We actually design this. We actually build it from the ground up, from scratch. There is no second other source on this that I'm buying from somebody who buys from somebody who cuts for somebody. That's not the deal, right? This is direct right here. I could not actually buy the materials. If I told you just what the sterling silver enhancer chain, the 2 3/4 inch sterling silver finding cost me, and for me to even make it, and this, you would go, how can you do that? The thing, okay, here's the answer. You can't do it, okay? You would never, you know, even at 121, the original price on this, do you know how hard that we work for you to be able to get that deal? Sure. We make a very, very, very slim margin, and we do that for a reason. In most cases, honestly, you're buying this, if you know, please go to Tucson Gem Show. You'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah. When you have we're really almost selling these to you at a wholesale price, but this is beyond ridiculous. This is not even manufacturer's cost. I mean, you know, even as a manufacturer, you could not, as the manufacturer, you could not sell this and be able to do it and stay in business. You just wouldn't be able to do it. You would actually lose money on every deal that you did.
Well, Jay, this is like costume jewelry pricing. And
well, you know, the thing is, you're losing money. So, you know, how do you make money? Well, I'm going to make it up on volume, right?
Right.
So you're going to lose more money each time pretty soon they won't be talking to you. You literally, I can show you, this is all cut from the rough stock. This is just incredibly crazy. And then they're still not, they're actually let you pay overtime on this?
6 months. Yeah, it's $8 and change to get it home, and it's not all sales final. So if you're saying, I love it, I'm not sure, listen, you know our return policy. We make everything so easy here. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee on everything that you purchase, even crazy special opportunity buys like this. But I never want to rush you, but I'm going to rush you right here. We're counting backwards, so we're under, under 400 remaining. So yes, these will all, and no wonder, every last one of these will go.
And this isn't even a clearance price. This isn't even a sale price. This is beyond. This is a giveaway price. And this is Sunstone. For you who aren't really familiar with Sunstone, comes in all different grades. This actually comes out of Africa. When you look at it, it's got beautiful rudulation. It's got little gold crystals growing throughout the natural rough, and hence it has a natural sparkle to it. Hence, that's why they call it Sunstone. And then I believe, I'm not really sure, I'm just guessing on this, I think it looks like Azure Peaks turquoise is what it looks like to me.
Sure
it looks like it comes from Azure Peaks mine, but I don't want to misspeak on that. I didn't even know that we were going to be showing this, and I'm sure as heck didn't know that they were going to be showing it at this price.
Well, you know, it's actually new skin.
New red skin.
New red skin.
New red skin.